Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about how school is going for me and everything like that. Just to begin, if you guys have not ever been to my channel or you guys don't know, I am a Paul Mitchell student and I started school back in, I think July I started. Have not been in school very long, but I have learned a lot. I had been getting a couple people asking questions about how school is and if I would recommend going to a Paul Mitchell school. So with that being said, yes, I would highly recommend going to a Paul Mitchell school. I mean, why wouldn't you? I know there's tons of schools out there and everything like that. Some people might not know what schools to go to. I will say this: if you are in high school and you have a program that allows you to do like half school and then do half cosmetology, do that, because I had that in high school, but how I didn't have like enough credits or whatever, so I was not able to do that in high school. If you can and it is free, do it while you are in high school. I highly recommend doing that, because once you graduate from high school you will have to pay out of pocket. But if you're not a high school student and you are still interested in, looking at different schools, I highly recommend, if you have a Paul Mitchell school by you, to go and take a tour, do your research, talk to the girls who go there, and get their opinion on how the school is. If you are not vibing, if you're not really feeling like you would, fit in, then that school might not be for you. But since I toured the school and I called and, everything like that, up until this point, I have enjoyed it. So yeah, I obviously highly recommend a Paul Mitchell school. Also got questions about how I was paying for school. So I personally had financial aid and I took out loans to go to school. So yeah, just go to like financialaid.com, or see if you can get scholarships or loans, whatever. Personally, I am independent, so I did take out loans and I also got financial aid to pay for my schooling. When you are looking into cosmetology schools, is how long will it take you to complete the program? I don't know why I'm using my hand, but yeah, so see how long it'll take you to complete the program. For me personally, it is only going to take me a year to complete. Next year, around July, or maybe even before, depending on everything. It might take me 1,500 hours, which is only a year, to get my cosmetology license. I know some schools it'll take a little longer. It's up to you. And going off of that, how many days a week do I go to school? So I go to school 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, from 9:30 a.m. until 8 p.m. at night. Now, some people might think it's a lot. I've been doing it for a few months, so I'm just used to it. But in the beginning, yes, it was kind of hard. It is what it is. Lighting just keeps changing, and I'm just like, Honestly, with anything, there's going to be drama, especially when you are around a lot of women. My advice, and the advice that I had been given, but I didn't really need it because obviously, just keep to yourself. I have gotten the opportunity to meet some of really good friends in the program. It's only like 4 of us, including myself, and we are a pretty knit group. But even then, the core class that I started with, my class specifically, is very tight, and we're all pretty cool. There is no drama between any girls in my core class, anything like that. Outside drama, girls who are outside of the class that I started with, I'm sure there is, but personally, there's no drama with me. There's no drama with any of my friends or anybody that I know that I started with. But obviously there will be drama, there will be jealousy. People are gonna look at your work and be like, damn, she's good at this, or damn, she's good at that. They're gonna try and figure out your techniques, and they're going to try and figure out all your techniques and how you do things and how you did that faster than they did. And I personally would not be sharing that if it's not a friend, because that's how you do something, and you don't want someone else to kind of be better at something than you. I don't know. Some people are weird about that. To each is their own. But yeah, just find something that works for you, stick with it, kind of keep it to yourself if you can. Is it competitive? Yes, obviously. It's cosmetology school. All of this is competitive. We're going into a competitive field. And yeah, it's going to be super, super, super competitive. Everybody wants to be the best of the best. And everybody is looking out for themselves or trying to. So, yeah. Age groups and everything. So I am, for those who don't know, I'm 21 years old. I started when I was 21, but there are girls who are fresh out of high school who are like 17 or 18. There's people who are in their late 30s, early 40s. You know, the age limits, you know, range. So you're going to be with people of all different ethnicities, all different age groups. So just be ready for that. It's never too late. I know that there's moms in the program. There's girls who are pregnant that are getting their license. There are girls, you know, who have kids and like other things, whatever. How do I juggle work and school? So my schedule is pretty much set. I go to school Tuesday through Thursday. I don't work those days, obviously, because I'm there all day, literally. And then the days I'm not in school, I'm working. I do have 2 jobs. I work one job in the morning, work my second job at night, and it all balances out for me. So, do we learn makeup? So, they briefly touch on makeup. When you're in core, you just briefly go over it. So if you guys don't know what core is, when you first start, it's the first 6 weeks of the program, and it is core. You'll start with a group of people. That is your core class. It'll be like core 20. So you guys will be known as core 20 throughout your time in school. And that's just how it is. Then after you get out of core, you take your test and you go to protege. Protege is 3 weeks. So that, I'm sorry if I didn't explain it. So core is for 6 weeks. It's basically cosmetology boot camp. You learn everything you need to know. Protege, after you get done with the first 6 weeks, you move on to protege. Protege is 3 weeks long, and you basically are practicing what you learned, and you're out on the floor. You're not in the classroom anymore. But yeah, you're just basically practicing what you learned in the first 6 weeks. And I am now an adaptive, so my schedule has changed. Again, I just became an adaptive, so that's the third, I guess you can say, phase of the program. So basically, I am on the floor full time now. If I'm not in the learning zone, I have appointments. So, let's say Tuesdays, I'm in the learning zone, and I have specialty classes. I think Tuesdays I have specialty classes. Specialty classes, basically, you pick a topic. So this past week was makeup, and they focus more on in-depth, and you guys really go in depth of learning different things, but each week it changes. So I don't know what this coming week will be. But this past week, it was on airbrush makeup. I did get a airbrush makeup kit when I signed up. What else? On Thursdays, this past Thursday, yesterday, I had theory class. Theory is 3 hours long, and I did bookwork, and that's when I take tests. and I learned out of the Milady book. I think all across the board, all cosmetology schools get the Milady book. I'm not 100% sure, but I do. So yeah, we don't really use it that much because Paul Mitchell is a very hands-on school, and that's one of the reasons why I chose them, because I feel like that's the best way to learn is hands-on, at least for me personally. So yeah, that is that as far as where I am in the program and everything like that. You do get a worksheet. I don't know if some people talk about this or not. I'm just gonna throw it out there. So once you get into Protege, you get a worksheet, and I don't have mine with me at the moment to show you, but maybe in a previous video I'll show you guys what my worksheets look like. And it basically has, like, I don't know, 60 squares, and each square has a little box and it tells you what to do. You have to finish all those 60 boxes in a month, and then you get a new worksheet each month. So, and that's just kind of to keep track, to make sure that they know that you know how to do that thing or whatever. Is it nice there? Is the faculty nice? Yes, for the most part the faculty is nice. And what to say, so I am starting off, I'm about to start taking clients, and I will say, don't be the person to pass on guests to someone else. If you really don't want to do it, at least try to do it. Everybody's nervous the first time, working on a guest, obviously, because it's our first time doing it, but it just makes you look bad, even if you don't, even if that's not your intention, is to look bad. You do look bad because you're going to school to learn how to do people's hair, among other things, but majority of it is hair that you're there to do. So why would you refuse to do someone's hair or something? That's just ridiculous to me. I've seen it multiple times, and it just doesn't look good. From a teacher standpoint, from a student standpoint, it doesn't even make any sense to me. So, I mean, whether you like doing a service or not, or you're not comfortable with doing it, do it so you can get better at it. I know a lot of people pass off clients to others, and I just don't think it's a good look. I personally am not going to do that. I don't care if I'm good at something or not. I'm going to act like I'm good at it, even if I'm not, even if it's not the best haircut or the best color. You know what I'm saying? I'm in school, I'm here learning, and I want to get better at doing things. So, I mean, why would you pass off a guest to someone? That's just kind of stupid, and that's just my opinion on it. So don't do that. Also, with that being said, if you mess up, you're not gonna please everyone, and I feel like if people are coming in to get their hair done by a student, they should know, hey, I'm still I'm coming to a school, and these girls are still students. They're not licensed yet, they're practicing. So just keep that in mind. You're not going to please everyone, you're not going to make everybody happy, but if you're proud of it, that's all that really matters at the end of the day. Pictures of your work. Yes, take pictures of everything. It doesn't matter if it's the shittiest haircut you've ever done. Take pictures of it and post it. Social media, I will say, is a big part of going to school and getting your name out there. I am in a city that I'm not used to, and the only way I feel like I'm going to build up my clientele is word of mouth, by business cards, and by my social media. People ask me all the time, hey, do you do makeup? And I say yes, but then I don't have business cards to give them. So I just tell them my social media, and then they, find me on social media and they follow me. So yes, definitely social media, push all of, it doesn't matter if you're the best at makeup, it doesn't matter if you're the best at hair, as long as you're active on your social media and you're posting it and people are seeing it, that's all that matters, because they're going to obviously tell people, oh, hey, this girl is doing this, or she knows how to do this, or whatever. So I think that's really important. Also, while you're in school, make sure that you are not posting anything that could get you in trouble, or that could hinder your job hiring in the future. A couple of salon owners came into the school, I think was it last week or the week before that? I don't remember. But they said one of the main things that they look at is your social media and what you post, and they do look back on everything. So if you can, just make sure that your social media is, pretty good, and that you're active on it, and that you are posting your work. So yeah, and that should have been one of the first things I touched on. Your attendance is so important in school. I just want to stress that it is so important. So I know you guys might be super fired up to go to cosmetology school, as I was, and I still am. But now I'm just kind of like, this is what I'm gonna do, But I was extremely fired up. I'm not saying I'm not anymore. I'm just kind of like used to it. It's like what I do. So, but yeah, anyway, so just make sure you guys are coming to school and you're staying the entire time you're in school. Don't leave early if you don't have to leave early, because you will have to make those hours up if you leave. And if you, for whatever reason, keep leaving, or your hours, you build up so many hours that you've missed, it's not like normal school where you can go up to your teacher and be like, hey, like, can you reteach this? Because if you miss a day, you just missed it. You're SOL. They're not gonna go back and reteach it just because you decided you had to leave earlier. You decided you didn't want to come to school that day. Just don't do it. Majority, well, I can't even say majority, but a lot of cosmetology schools, it's only like a year or 2-year program. Mine, thank God, is only a year. I could not go for 2 years. I just think that's too long. And that is, to some people it might seem like a really long time, but I think that you're only taking a year out of your life for your entire future. That's what I'm banking on, and that's what I have to tell myself and remember why I started in the first place, because it's literally only a year. After that year is over, you have so many opportunities, and it opens you up to so much in the hair world, and the nail world, and the makeup world, you know what I'm saying? Just in the cosmetology industry. So I really don't think it's that bad. Obviously, if it is like an emergency, you can leave, but if it really isn't anything, you're just bored, you don't really want to be there anymore, just stick it out, because there's been multiple days where I'm just like, I'm over it, I'm ready to go home, yada yada yada. But you really just have to remind yourself why you're here, and it's not that bad. The time does go by quick. You just have to stay busy, and remember why you started going to school in the first place. And obviously the last thing, I'm gonna wrap this up, would be doing the bare minimum in cosmetology school is not going to get you anywhere, okay? I go to Paul Mitchell. We have tons of clubs and events where you can go and volunteer at, and all this stuff. If you guys are looking into, or if you are currently in cosmetology school, join those clubs, because you're going to get certificates for it, and it's just going to make you look better after you graduate, you having not only your cosmetology license, but you have other certifications, and you are part of this organization, or you donated this to charity, or something. All that plays a factor in your hiring process in the future. So if you can go and be a part of any team, or if they're if your school donates to charity, and make sure you're donating, or if they're going out to volunteer at a local hospital, or whatever it is that they're doing, be a part of that. It is so, I cannot stress this enough, that is so important. And I know some people might not even know it, but it is. Like I said, salon owners in the area that I live in came into the school, and these are just some things that they said are very, very, very important, and they like to see. So I'm just trying to help you guys out in your future, because it is important. People do want to know, like, oh, she's, you know, actually doing stuff for the community. So yeah, that's all I think. I might not have touched on everything, but I think I touched on the basic stuff. So yeah, if you guys want to know anything else about anything, if I didn't mention something and you're still curious to know, you can follow my Instagram. It'll be right here, and DM me, and I'll answer it, or DM me and I will let you guys know. You know, we can talk. If you don't want to leave a comment down below, or you can just comment on one of my pictures and, you know, ask me a question and I'll, you know, respond. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative to those of you who are interested in knowing some of the things about Paul Mitchell, and, you know, specifically, or about cosmetology school that you might not have known. I will keep doing follow-up videos and other videos like that as I'm going through the program. Like I said, I'm not that far into it, but there's been a couple things that I've, you know, done and I know. So if you guys are interested, like I said, just DM me. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel to see more videos and to see more of me. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.